Hi everyone, I'm Helen Thompson from the British Franchise Association and I'm here today talking to Andy Cornell from Chips Away. Andy, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your background?
Oh yeah, my name's Andy Cornell. I've been a Chips Away franchisee now for about 9.5 years. My background before coming into Chips Away was that I spent about 30 years in sales and marketing directorship roles in the printing and direct marketing industry, and moved on to Chips Away in July 2011.
Brilliant. So within your printing and direct mail roles, when the redundancy came, was that a bit of a shock to you, or was it something that was planned and you knew about it?
I think when it first happened, it wasn't really a shock. It was something that you could really see coming. The industry had gone through a huge change in terms of, as the industry, the fact that, if you like, printed direct mail, which was the area that I was in, was slowly becoming replaced by other forms of media like email marketing and social media marketing and that sort of thing. So you could sort of see the writing on the wall. And I was actually made redundant twice. I was made redundant originally, then went into another company for 2 or 3 years, and then got made redundant again. And then I just decided it wasn't an industry I wanted to stay in anymore. So just decided to look at what my options were and to see what the next move was going to be for me.
Yeah. Well, when we spoke before, you said that you knew about franchising and decided to look at that as an option. What appealed to you most about franchising?
I think the main appeal is really the fact that you can still start your own business. I'm a business owner, but without all the inherent risks of doing that as a ground up start. So obviously you get a lot more backing with a franchise in terms of marketing support, sales lead generation, etc., etc. But you're also running your own business, which you can develop as much or as little as you want to, but without the sort of, if you like, 100% of the risk being on your shoulders.
Absolutely. You mentioned to me as well, previous to our chat now, that you attended an open day with Chips Away. Can you describe what that entailed?
Yeah, it's basically almost a full day. So you go up to the Chips Away head office, where they have their training centre and their own car care centre. And basically, you first have a presentation by the CEO, Tim Harris, who basically walks you through what the franchise is about, what the costs are, what the opportunities are, etc., etc. You then watch a live repair, so somebody actually doing a repair on a car on the day. And then you have a Q&A with various people in the business, financial accountants, Tim again, some of the business support people, and you have a chance to ask as many or as little questions as you want to, and also discuss what, if anything, that help you would get if you wanted to expand sort of over and above a traditional just one man in a van franchise.
Brilliant. So a really valuable day then to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say they were very frank and open about the opportunity. It wasn't coated. It was, there's a great opportunity. Yes, you'll have to put a lot of work in yourself in terms of local marketing and building up your own business, but there's a lot of support in the background to help you.
Brilliant. Now, I know that you bought a resale that came up in your local area. Tell me about that opportunity.
Well, I think I knew of franchising at Chips Away anyway, because I had a friend who'd already bought a new territory franchise. And he was doing really well, and that was one of the reasons that I sort of got more interested in Chips Away than other franchises. And then it was just a luck thing. As I started approaching Chips Away, they then told me that they had my local area up for sale as a resale. It had been traded for about 8 years, but just on a very low level. So one man in a van, probably only doing one or two small jobs a day. So running at a fairly low level, but it had been running for about 8 years and it had a good reputation. He was a good repairer. So there was a background of, work and reputation, etc., which I could pick up on. And also the area that I've got is a really good area, so I saw a lot of opportunity to expand it, which is what I always wanted to do. My business plan really was for me to not be repairing within 3 years, but for me to be running the franchise and then having staff to actually do the repairs for me.
So tell us about what your business looks like today.
Today, so we've gone from when I started in July 2011, me just travelling around in my van, learning my trade. We are now at a stage where I have both a mobile and a car care centre set up. I have 3 staff working for me, 2 in the workshop and 1 on the road. In terms of size, turnover-wise, we're probably turning over about 5 times what we were in year 1. And we've got a very good, well thought of business in the area now. We get a lot of repeat business, a lot of recommendation, and we're churning out anything between 4 and say 6 or 7 jobs a day. And some of those jobs being much bigger than what you would do as a traditional mobile franchise.
Oh, sounds fantastic. So thinking of your experience then, if anybody's watching this video today who might be facing unemployment or redundancy or anything like that, can you give them some sort of top tips or advice on why you think franchising would be a great option for them?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think it depends what your motivation is, but my motivation was I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to have, if you like, control of my own destiny, so I can keep this business as long or as little time as I want to, but make all the decisions based on what I want to do and what I want to do with the business. And I think that's what attracted me about self-employment. The thing that scares you a little bit is, right, what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? How do you build it up? How do you market it? So there's quite a lot that you need to get your head around. The thing with franchising, I find, is that a lot of those issues are partially, if not completely, taken away. So you know there's a business model there. You know it's working for other franchises. You know there's marketing support and sales lead support backup. So you get all of that help as opposed to being self-employed and just starting from the ground up. And I think that's what I would say is the biggest advantage of franchising. Yeah, obviously you pay a bit of money for that experience and for that in terms of your franchise fees. But what it does do is get you off the ground much more quickly. It gets you a revenue stream much more quickly. And more importantly, you've got people to bounce ideas off. So if you're saying, I think I want to expand the business, not sure quite how to do that, you've got other franchises around you that have done it. You've got head office that have a lot of experience that can help you with that. So there's a whole myriad of information out there to help you do that expansion. And also there's a lot of other franchisees in the area that have been trading longer than you. So if you're having issues with jobs or something goes wrong, they're only a phone call away. They'll help you, they'll support you, they'll even come out and help you do a repair if you're having a problem with it. So I think all of those things are very attractive in terms of a franchise model, because it's like working for a company but owning the company, if you know what I mean. So you're working for a much bigger company, but you own the bit that you're working for. And that was the sort of attraction for me.
I really love that. I really love the way that you've described that. Listen, Andy, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and speak with us today. It's much appreciated. And I wish you all the very best and success for the future. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Nice to see you.